Across the Atlantic Ocean lies a subtropical oasis that beams of exotic beauty. With its signature pink sand, aqua water, and classic rum swizzle, Bermuda is the gem of the Atlantic. Journey today with the Reinsurance Podcast as we head to this island paradise to take part in Bermuda's annual Risk Summit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Reinsurance Podcast on location in Bermuda. I'm your co-host, Jared Lee.
I think we should call it Bermuda edition or something. I'm Ben Rose, and we're not alone, as usual, but this time, a special guest from the land of Supersede. Welcome, Jaeton Cary.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Yeah. How are you enjoying your first trip down to Bermuda?
It's been great. We've been able to walk around, see a little bit of the sights, and people here are so nice. It's been a really, really wonderful experience.
Yeah. And although it doesn't look very nice right now, we have had a little bit of sunshine as well, which is quite nice.
Sure. It's been good to us so far.
Definitely. But Jaeton, we're really happy to have you with us on the show because I did get accused the other day of not talking about Supersede enough on the Reinsurance Podcast. I think we feel a bit awkward doing it because it's not the Supersede podcast, It's the Reinsurance Podcast. However, we found a loophole, which is to bring you on and talk about it instead. So tell us about your journey to Supersede and, how you found out about us, where you joined, where you're based, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've kind of been in the insurtech space for the last 7 years and started on the claims side and then generally moved my way over to policy administration systems and was working with a lot of carriers through that and just had a lot of carriers express frustration with the reinsurance process and reporting and getting all the data together. And frankly, I lost several deals because of that being such a focus. And so when Supersede came along, it seemed to really fit a need that I was hearing from carriers. And so it really made sense to come on board.
Very cool. And you're based whereabouts?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Very cool.
Yes, the Midwest.
U.S. insurance hub.
That's right. That's right.
You can be anywhere and everywhere in a flash.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great
But
lakes.
when you're sort of at this summit in Bermuda, what are the sort of pain points that the insurance companies are talking to you about now? What are the sort of frustrations that they're bringing to you with the process that they're having?
Yeah, so it really centers around the data and handling of the data, specifically when we're talking about putting together the data for renewal, reinsurance renewal time, and how they go about putting that all together. And that's really where our Supersede PACS product comes into play is being able to help them take that data and cleanse it. And instead of having to do that typically done by hand in Excel and so forth and very time consuming. And when the Supersede PACS product can come in and really automate a lot of that process and give a lot of time back to those teams. And so that's really hitting a pain point for a lot of cedents and brokers here at the conference.
Yeah, nice. And I guess it seems to be a bit of a theme at the conference so far. I know we've got a panel tomorrow on tradition versus transformation. Everyone's talking about tech and what the future looks like.
Sure.
What sort of things are you hearing about, tech in general here at the conference?
Yeah, I mean, it's just looking for ways to implement technology in a responsible way that is going to bring about more efficiency, streamlining, reducing costs, and those types of things. And from what we found to this point, Supersede really hits a chord with that and is really able to help deliver on a lot of those pain points.
Yeah, because a lot of these companies are undertaking quite large sort of transformation efforts. And, when we think about where we can build product, if we can connect it into those efforts, they get that sort of end-to-end, efficiency that they're looking to build out without having to build each component part, which I'm sure is something that's appealing to them.
Absolutely. And that's definitely one of the benefits that Supersede has is its flexibility. We have clients right now that will manually upload the data just because that's their current process and that's what they choose to do. And then we also have clients that want to connect via API and have a lot of those automatic integrations. They have in-house systems already. We can connect to that. So the Supersede platform is very flexible to be able to work with whatever their goals are from a technology standpoint.
Yeah. Nice. I noticed that as we've been going around, we were in a quiet room, isolated from a very busy venue over there. There's a lot of other like technology providers and services providers in the market out there at the moment. Have you been chatting with those? What have they been talking about?
Yeah, it's been really great conversation. Honestly, we Supersede is really focused on a specific part of that value chain, and so it's been really beneficial to have conversations with other vendors that support other parts, and to kind of highlight how Supersede is really trying to work in tandem with a lot of these other providers, and to really build a really robust platform, and really be able to meet the needs of the carriers and cedents. So, yeah, no, it's been great to have those conversations and see where we align to be able to help support.
Yeah, it is really fun actually. Nobody can take on the world single-handedly, right? So
Sure.
I've enjoyed meeting a lot of vendors who do quite specific things and being able to think about, so that's how you fit all these different pieces together in a compatible way. So, yeah.
And it allows clients to sort of build the universe of their workflow and their internal process flow, and sort of pick out the components that they want to sort of make that up, which is great for us.
Right. We as Supersede, we're really focused on a specific part of that area, and we're not trying to delve into all these other side projects. There's lots of things and lots of areas, but there's already platforms that do a really good job from accounting standpoint and so forth. And Supersede is really trying to focus in on what we're good at.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned packs as one area, so getting all the submission data together in a much easier way. We also have something called deals, I understand. Although as a host of the Reinsurance Podcast, I will let somebody else talk about it.
Sure. Yeah. No. And so the beauty of the platform is once that PAX process is completed, then we also have the other side of the whole transaction, which is the deals process, and that's where we're able to give insight into and give flexibility to structuring the deals and give insight into those placements and where they're at in the market. And so we're really trying to be a one-stop shop, an all-in-one resource for everyone throughout that reinsurance value chain.
Very exciting. And you're in Bermuda for a few more days.
Yes.
Anything on your hit list of things to experience, to enjoy? Have you got your Bermuda shorts with you?
I don't, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to rocking the Bermuda shorts and socks. I saw the weather and I was like, oh, maybe not. But I do have 3 little girls at home that are looking forward to some souvenirs. So I got to go do a little souvenir shopping before I leave.
Excellent. Cool. Well, thank you for coming on the Reinsurance Podcast, and enjoy the rest of the time at the Bermuda Risk Summit.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jaeton.
Thanks.